all, I'd like to say, please make sure you share this video with all your girlfriends, your mom, your sister, your auntie, your cousin, your sister-in-law, your granny, like everybody. Share these videos because these are for women empowerment. I want women to love themselves. I want women to take care of themselves, because if we don't take care of ourselves, who else will? So make sure you share these videos because it's good for self-development, self-care tips, self-love tips, femininity tips, even business tips, you know. So just make sure you share my channel and my videos. Thank you in advance.
Just text, I know it's a toss up, but I hate the fact that we lost touch.
So most of us are trying to get somewhere in life. Most of us are trying to climb the ladder of success. At the moment, I'm trying to be my best in content creation and get to the highs in which I can get. I want to be the best YouTuber. I want to be one of the world's most known YouTubers. I'm not going to lie. Why do we do it for if we don't want to be the best? I want to be the best. That's why I'm staying consistent with what I'm doing. But many of us are trying to attain goals in life, whether it's to gain a degree, we might be trying to get to a higher level or higher paying job, we could be trying to start up a new business. We are all trying to get somewhere in life. Well, at times it can get hard. A lot of us have distractions. We have children, we have partners, we have jobs that prevent us from being able to move forward. A lot of us might just want to learn a new skill, go back to college, go back to university, but we've got children, we've got families, we've got a job, and it makes it hard for us to move forward. But I believe that anything that we want in life is attainable. We can get it. It just takes consistency, persistence, and focus. Staying focused can be hard for many of us at times because there are so many distractions in the world. We are living in a fast-paced world right now. Everything is fast. If it's not fast food, then it's fast cars. You know what I mean? Like, everything moves fast. And it's hard to stay focused. We have smartphones now. You could be on your smartphone and you could be on one app and another app pops up, and then you swap to that app and you think, gosh, what was I just looking at? You go back to that one. There's so many distractions. There are so many distractions. I used to be so focused at one point, and then I found myself getting more into TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, and you could end up spending hours. I've sat down on TikTok and then to the clock at one point and say it's 12 o'clock, and then I look again and it's like 2 o'clock. I'm like, what the hell have I been doing? That's like loads of wasted time. I could have done a lot with that time. I could have made that very, very productive, but I didn't. I learned a few things off it, but it doesn't really help me in any way being on TikTok for 2 hours. And even things like YouTube, Netflix. I love Netflix and chilling, I'm not gonna lie. I love to Netflix and chill, but it's not all day, every day, Netflix and chilling. We have to come away from it. So, like I said, there's so many things that are distracting us at the moment in life, especially social media. And it's not even just like social media, it's relationships. A lot of us are in relationships, we're married and we've got husbands, we've got wives who need our time. A lot of us have been at work all day and we come home and we want to spend that time with our family, and there's nothing wrong with that. But sometimes when you want to get to a goal or you want to achieve something, you have to become laser focused. You have to become tunnel visioned. You have to, because if not, you won't get nowhere. I remember there was a time in my life and I just wanted to, I was doing my interior design and it was a home, it was a, what do you call it? It was a distance learning, so I was doing it from home. And I was working full time, and at that point in my life, I had to cut everybody off. Listen, I cut everybody off. Even when I started my cleaning company back in 2015, when I was doing that, phone calls didn't get answered. My phone was on silent. I was laser focused and I was dedicated. I was dedicated to starting up this cleaning company, and I put my all into it. And yes, family members and friends didn't hear from me for a time, but you know what? I achieved that goal. So if you want to get to where you want to go, you need to stay focused. So in today's video, I'm going to be giving you tips on how you can achieve all your goals and become focused. And when you can look at it, it doesn't take much to become focused. It doesn't take much if you just make sure you structure everything. It's all about structure. So let's get into the tips. So first of all, you got to decide, what are your goals? What is it that you want to achieve? When I'm setting goals, I usually set about 3 at a time. So I'd say either set 1, 2 or 3, no more than that, because if you have too many goals, you won't focus and you will end up probably just giving up due to being overwhelmed. So I'd say set 3 goals maximum, no more. And when you set your goals, I'd say write them down. Get a planner, either a phone planner or a planner that you can write things down. I like to write things down because when you write things down, it's in your own handwriting, it feels more personal. So I'd say get a planner, get a year planner, and just write all the goals down in which you want to achieve. And once you've written them goals down, I'd say schedule. Write a schedule for them goals. If you're working and you've set the plan to say, what do you want to do? Start a new course, yeah? And you want to do the course in the evening. You're not going to want to come home from work every single night and do that course. So it would be best to say, okay then, I'm going to do or work on that course every Tuesday, Thursday and Saturday night. So that's there and you will stick to it, and you'd say it's probably from 7 p.m. till 9 p.m. So you have a structure, you've got a schedule and you'll stick to it. If you just leave it as, oh, I want to do a course on the evenings after work, then more than likely when Monday comes, you'll be like, oh, you know what, I'll do it on Tuesday. When Tuesday comes, I'll say I'll do it on Wednesday, because you haven't put anything down. You haven't actually planned it or scheduled it into your diary. Because I know me, if I don't have a schedule, I will just put it off. Oh, you know what, I'll do it tomorrow. Oh, tomorrow comes, I'll do it tomorrow. Even with my YouTube, like with my YouTube channel, I record videos on a Wednesday, and I'm not in Ghana at the moment, so I'm not in my own space. I'm in England at my mum's house, and that has been hard for me because when I would do it on a Wednesday, that day my sister was working from home, so I didn't get to do it on Wednesday, so I'm now recording on a Friday. But when I'm in Ghana, I would do my editing on a certain day and my recording always on a Wednesday. Wednesday, I don't go to the gym, I just dedicate that day to recording content. So do something like that, dedicate days to that thing that you want to do. Get rid of distractions. You know what, I've found myself at times when I'm, trying to get something done, if I don't really want to do it, I will find a distraction. I will find something. I'd find a video on YouTube teaching me how to sell properties, and I'll be like, you know what, actually this is what I want to do, and I'll start focusing on that because I don't want to do what I've set to do. So you have to get rid of distractions. Put your phone on airplane mode. Put app blockers on your phone so you can't get onto TikTok or onto Instagram, because social media is such an easy distraction. It's so easy just to pick up your phone, look at one Instagram post and just keep scrolling and keep scrolling. Then you're looking at reels, and then you're Netflix and chilling, you're going from one video on YouTube to another. It's so easy to get distracted, and often we will look for distractions when we don't want to do something. But if you really want to achieve this goal and get focused, get rid of distractions, put that phone on airplane mode. Actually, put the phone upstairs or put it into a cupboard whilst you're doing what you need to do, because if a phone call comes through, you were going to answer that phone. My phone just rang and I see my mum on the screen, so I thought, oh, I cannot not answer to my mum. The call wasn't important, so I could have called her back later, but I decided to have my phone on my lap and to answer that phone call. So, just get rid of distractions, because they can stop us from being focused. Build new habits. I believe when your mind is right, then everything else comes along with it. So if you are trying to gain a degree, you need your mind to be right. So take up new habits. So instead of watching Netflix when you have free time, meditate. Instead of going onto YouTube when you have free time, even though YouTube can be good, but it can be a distraction. So instead of going onto YouTube, do some yoga, go to the gym. Going to the gym or even meditating will help and goes hand in hand in trying to achieve a goal in life and trying to get focused. So when I'm at my best, I meditate, I'll go to the gym, and all these things help me to have a clear mind. It helps me to stay focused, it helps me to feel relaxed, and it helps me to have that mind frame of wanting to achieve more in life. It's funny because you feel like watching Netflix will relax you, but it does. But then a lot of films and stuff are filled with subliminal messages. So while we're watching these films, we're taking them in. And sometimes, have you watched a film and you just don't feel right after it on your mind, and it plays on your mind? You don't want that. You want to be you want to be calm. You want to be relaxed when you are trying to achieve something in life. So try and come away from Netflix for a month. When I was back in 2015, I must have been at my best at this point, because I was doing all sorts of good stuff. And I didn't watch TV for months. I didn't switch my TV on. I didn't watch TV at all. It just wasn't my thing, and I wasn't even really on Instagram or anything. I didn't really used to use social media at that point, and I got so much done. And at that point I was at my best level in regards to fitness. I used to meditate, I used to do like mind control, I used to do so much. I used to have this mind control program called the Silver Method, and I used to practice that on a daily basis. I was so focused and dedicated. So it shows that when you are good within your body and your mind, then it's easier to get focused in life. It's so much easier. So give it a try. Try and incorporate yoga or meditation into your life and see how it goes. Consistency. Consistency is one of the main things when you're trying to get focused or trying to achieve anything in life. When you're consistent with something and it becomes a habit, because you build habits through consistency. So when you are consistent at something that you want to achieve, then you will get there in the end. It might take a year, it might take 2 years, but you will get there in the end. They say it takes 21 days to form a habit. I think it takes a bit longer than that, but on average it takes 21 days to build a habit. So if you do something for 21 days straight, it will become second nature. It will become second nature. So it's all about knowing where you're going, setting that goal, knowing what end result you want, and just heading towards it and staying consistent. So if it's a thing where you are trying to get a new job, for instance, and job hunting can be hard, and you could go onto, you could forward your CV onto 4 companies today, hear nothing, forward it again tomorrow onto another 4 companies, hear nothing. Do you give up? No, because eventually someone will get back to you. But if you just give up after sending your CV onto 8 companies, then obviously you're not going to get a job. But you have to stay consistent. If you can stay consistent, it will come. Whatever you want, you will get. But sometimes it won't come as easy as you want it to come. Sometimes you have to put weeks of trying into it, and sometimes it can be disheartening. But if you want something and you've put it out there that you want it, you will get it eventually. But sometimes you just have to work harder for it. Stay consistent. For instance, I want to become one of the best YouTubers, so I have to stay consistent. I put a video up once every single week. Once a week I put up a video. I ain't set myself to 2 times a week because I feel like that's more, I'm setting myself up to fail if I try and do 2. But I've done 1 a week. At the moment I have 40 other subscribers after 10 videos. So that means I've been posting for 10 weeks and I've got 40 something subscribers. I would say, you know what, I'm going to throw in the towel. This is taking too long to get to, where I want to get to, but I've got to stay consistent. And once I stay consistent, the algorithm will start to notice me a bit more and throw my videos out a bit more, and then I will reach to where I want to get to, but I have to be consistent. So don't give up at the first hurdle. Don't. Keep on going and you will get to where you want to. And being consistent equals focus. Once you're consistent, you will be razor sharp focused. So keep going. If you want to be focused, be consistent. Another way to stay focused is to have your end goal in mind. In order to carry on or be consistent based on what I said before in the last tip, you have to have the end goal. If you don't have no end goal, then where are you going? If you go into your car and you have no end destination, you'll just be driving around forever. Or you wouldn't even get into the car because where are you going? But you have to have an end destination in mind. You have to know where you want to go. So say if it's, you want to be a millionaire by the time you're 50, then you will be focused. You will plan, schedule all the things that you need to do in order to get to that goal at 50, and you will be focused. Say if you want to buy a house by the time you're 30, again, to stay focused, you have to know what you want to get. You want to get a house by 30, so you will focus on that. But if you don't know what you want, how will you stay focused? How will you remain on that journey? How will you stick to that journey? You won't, because you've got nothing to focus on. You've got nothing to head towards. You've got nothing to work towards. So you won't stay focused. In order to stay focused, you have to have an end goal. And my next tip is, you have to stop watching other people. A lot of the time, a lot of us will watch others, on our journey of life. You'll see somebody who's your age who has 20 houses and 4 cars, and you're thinking like, why am I there? Why are they there and I'm not? And that is probably the worst thing to do. That is the worst thing to do if you want to stay focused. You can't watch other people. You never know what people have done to get what they've got. Never. You never know what they've done. You don't know what they've been through. You don't know they could have committed crime to get where they are. You just don't know. And by focusing on others, that means you're not focusing on yourself. whilst you're focusing, it's just like if you're on Instagram, whilst you're focusing on putting comments on somebody else's Instagram, you could be making a video, your own video to put up on your Instagram to help push whatever you're doing. You understand? So, you know, when we take focus off ourselves and focus on others, then we're not going to get where we want to be. We need to focus on ourselves first and foremost, because when they got where they wanted to get, they had to focus on them. To be where they are, they've had to focus on them. And like I said, you don't know what they've done to get what they've got. So don't look at others. Stay focused on yourself. One of the biggest distractions when it comes to staying focused is watching others. It's one of the biggest distractions, because you're watching somebody else and then you think, gosh, how am I going to get there? Like, it's going to take me this long. Or you start to feel disheartened, you start feeling depressed because you're just watching this other person's life. Every day you go onto Instagram seeing that they're on a yacht. The next day you look on their Instagram and you see that, oh, they've bought another house. And you're thinking, where's mine? But where is yours? You won't get it because you're focusing on them. You're not doing no work on yourself. You're more interested in what they're doing, which is making you not do what you need to do, which is preventing you from being focused. So stop watching others. People are fronters. People are putting up this lifestyle that isn't even true. I've said this in past videos. You know, we don't know where people got their stuff from. We don't know if it's theirs. It could be rented, it could be hired. You just don't know. So don't envy, don't watch, don't get jealous. Just keep focused on you. That is the end of my video on staying focused. And I hope it's helped you. And let me know what you've done in the past to stay focused, because obviously there's so many different ways to stay focused, but these were like the core ones that I could think of. But if you've got any tips on staying focused, let me know. Put the comment in the comment box below. But I hope you enjoyed this video, and don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and don't forget to love thyself, because if you don't love yourself, nobody else will. I'm telling you, I am telling you. But bye for now. Mwah.